Hey everyone, Nick Walsh from LiveX here, and today we are going to unbox Palette Gear Expert Kit. Now, Palette Gear makes modular USB controllers that you could use with any app imaginable. There are some plugins that you could download for After Effects, Premiere, Photoshop, and then you could use it just as a MIDI controller for other things like vMix and stuff. So I'm really excited to get inside and check it out. So what we have here is the Expert Kit. There are 3 different kits you could buy. On the back here, it tells you what's inside. Profiles, magnetic connections, USB powered, universal controller. It'd be really cool to see if they have a Bluetooth version, so that we could have a completely wireless setup, but maybe that's a lot harder to do and have that, instantaneous button usage. I feel like Bluetooth always has a little delay to it, but that'd be cool if they could figure out how to do this wirelessly. Works on Mac OS and Windows. And then, yeah, you can use software plugins, use it as a keyboard, joysticks, MIDI, whatever you want to do. So I'm really excited to get inside. The Expert Kit includes 2 arcade buttons. One of them actually comes in separately, 3 dials, 2 sliders, a core, and a USB cable. So let's take a look inside. So I'm really excited about these. When I was looking on the website, I could see that the arcade buttons were out of stock, so that must mean they're pretty good. So let's take a look inside. Nice, handy quick start guide, my favorite. So this, just directs you to palettegear.com/start. So you could download the Palette app, so I'll probably install whatever driver you need, and that'll probably be how you set these open. I think this is probably gonna be one of those controllers that you need the software open to use. You don't actually use it directly with an app, which is kind of annoying. It makes sense and it probably gives you much more functionality, but sometimes don't wanna be running all these processes, especially if you're doing like a live show or something. You wanna reduce fail points. So, you don't want to necessarily be running all these softwares in the background, or something you could accidentally X out of and then stop using accidentally. So that could be kind of annoying. It would be cool if there could be different modes, because some things work with the software or on their own. That'd be kind of cool. But I believe this will require the software to use. So it says plug the palette cord to the computer using the USB cable. Snap together palette modules with pins facing pads. So they probably just need that physical connection to pass data and power. I'm imagining all the sides are magnetic, so they'll probably stick together even though they won't be connected. Might be hard to see here, but I'm gonna pull out the first one. Okay, so there are these LED borders. So I guess those probably will light up if it's connected or not. And I think you could change the colors of those. And then pin to pad modules will light up. Told ya. A bunch of ways to not use it. Love that. Let's throw that away. So here's the additional arcade button. It comes in a separate box. I don't know why. This looks like I'm about to propose marriage, but it's just an arcade button. Will you arcade me? Was that even in the shot? Yeah. Will you arcade me? I hope the answer is yes. Anyway, cool little etches on the bottom that no one will probably see except the first time they're using it. Yeah, you can see there are magnets on either side of these, and then little pockets. So it looks like there's 3 on each side, and then a male side. I guess these are the pins on that. And accidentally hit the arcade button because I just could not resist. I want you guys to be able to hear this. That's a very sad. It feels just like an arcade button that you would have at home. So that give to it before it actually clicks, and then a really satisfying click. Good UI is really important, especially when you're using objects with taptic feedback. So I think it is a worthy venture. So now that I'm back into the actual Expert Kit, where do I begin? I guess you should start with the hub. This is a little OLED screen, which will actually change depending on what profile you're in. So I think the colors will also change, but this OLED will let you know what app it's connected to. You can assign buttons as a profile shifter. So if you're popping between Photoshop and After Effects or something, you could switch them back and forth easily. And this will let you know your current status. And this will act as the home, because this guy has the micro USB port and whatever this is. I believe it's probably an auxiliary power or something like that. And then this has all pad sides. So therefore, your first thing, like this arcade button, you're gonna wanna snap in with a pin. That's also, everything about this is very satisfying. That's probably my biggest takeaway, is just everything clicks together, sounds cool, buttons cool. These guys are buttons, didn't realize that. Turns nicely, everything's just super smooth. So I really want to see how it stands the test of time with just a lot of repeated use and stuff. But it doesn't feel like I could, I definitely have to try to break this apart, so I don't think I'll accidentally tear it apart during a show or something, which would be bad. So I'm gonna see what's in this mysterious box. And ooh, a USB cable, yay! A micro USB, so in case you left this at home, you could use your micro USB for your phone if you're an Android person. Ooh, and stickers. So now we have these faders. So I could see using this for like vMix or something as like a T-bar, using it vertically or like a pan thing for audio. It's really nice. I bet it has good resolution. Stuff like with these physical controllers are hard because they all have different resolutions. So you kind of want to test them with your app and make sure it's actually comparable to a physical fader. Yeah, this looks like pretty great. I could definitely get used to this. I wonder if it knows down versus up when you plug it in. Like if I plugged it in this way, does it know that that's up to me or does it think it's down? I don't know. That would be fun to experiment. So we got 2 of these faders. Now that I'm looking at it, I could totally imagine a workflow where I have all my faders over here, buttons over here, and like a hub over here, but I don't want them connected. I want them on different parts of the world. So it'd be cool if there's a wireless solution. I don't know if it'd be like Bluetooth or something, but that might be too slow because Bluetooth kind of has a lag to it. But that'd be really cool to have. The ability to like have true modularity. Even if like the one thing is connected with USB and they're all just like communicating with these devices, I think that'd be really cool, but as long as it doesn't add latency, because I think I could see that being a huge problem. So in addition, you have 4 dials. Yep, they do it. They're infinite, but there's no feedback about where you are. It was kind of like a dial that did have that with like lines and an arrow or something. So then that way you could like at a glance know where you're at if you're performing some kind of scroll or whatever. But I could totally see this in like, if you're like have your bin in Premiere or something with all of your assets or something, and you just like scroll through and select something and then click it. Yeah, and you got 4 of these guys. So I could probably do this all day and just play and build this. They do all have to be connected, male to female, like I said before, or pin to pad, sorry. I could see myself personally using, so you need the core to use it. So I just have the core and the fader and use it for like master audio and vMix, because I normally carry around a USB board with a bunch of faders, but I only end up needing one sometimes. So it'd be nice to just like have this really tiny setup. I don't even need to take it out of my backpack at TSA, and I could control audio with it. So yeah, that was palettegear.com. This was the expert kit. There's a professional kit for, I think, $100 more. It gives you more buttons and stuff. You could buy the buttons separately, and then there's a kit smaller than this one that you could get as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you use Palette Gear now, please comment below what you think, what apps you like to use it with, what apps you don't like to use it with. If there are any other modular solutions that you like, please let us know. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check us out on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube to get plenty more of these beautiful unboxings. Thanks, guys.